All right. Welcome, everybody. It is Friday, September 4th. Thank you for joining us. We are joined by Brian, our Executive Director at the Boys and Girls Club in downtown Lynn. Welcome, Brian.
Thank you so much for having me. I look forward to this.
Thanks. So this is our fourth week of Fridays for Good. We really appreciate you joining us. Fridays for Good is just a short little video interview about our nonprofits in Lynn doing good. And so thank you for joining us. Love to hear about Boys and Girls Club.
We're very excited. We're at a turning point in the right direction for our organization. We have grand opening is going to be taking place on September 21st for our children. We just built a 13,000 square foot renovation of our existing building and added a licensed child care program that will see close to 130 kids, a STEAM center. Planet Fitness came in and donated all equipment. So we have a fitness center now for the kids, as well as a dance center, a full teen center that's going to be equipped with video gamers, as well as technology. And we're going to be focusing on community service, as well as club service and college prep and career development. So the board and the staff has made a commitment to making sure that we prepare for the kids in the future. And, the entire club will be Wi-Fi throughout. And we just purchased 17 smart TVs, as well as like 50 laptops for the kids. So when they come back, it's going to be great for them. Plenty of program space, as well as, our staff is excited to implement some of the things that we've been trying to do over the years. And now it'll become a reality. So the club's in good hands right now. Like we can't wait for the 21st, and the 15th is going to be for all our donors and city officials. I know you'll be there as well, so you'll be able to see it firsthand about the building. So we're really excited about where we are right now and what the future is going to bring.
And so you guys, from what I'm hearing, you guys serve early childhood through pretty much high school, correct?
Yes. So right now we're 5 years old all the way up to 18. The licensed child care program is really from 5 to 8.
Oh, okay.
And they actually go until 11, but we focus on the 5 to 8. And then our drop-in center is 8 until 18. The board, as well as the staff, has made we're making a conscious effort to get the teens in here. I mean, we dedicated an entire floor for 13 to 18-year-olds with all the top technology. And we're really excited about seeing where we can, during the summertime, we're going to be open from 5 to 9 o'clock. Just for teenagers, basketball leagues, dance, yoga, cooking classes, bringing in guest speakers. So we're really making a conscious effort to make sure that, that the little ones, right, they're taken care of, and then we really excel with the older kids and go on trips. And like I said, really focus on the community service projects as well as the club projects, and position them when they do graduate high school that they have some networking system where it's going to be easy for them to transition into adulthood. So we're really excited about that.
Can you talk a little bit? I know that you guys have a camp as well.
Yep. So in Middleton, we have 140-acre land, waterfront where the kids can fish and boat, and as well as an in-ground pool and a recreation center. We actually just renovated that last year as well, and we got a great response from the kids as well as the family. We focused on some safety and upgrading and making sure that the computers and the networking and Wi-Fi was up there at the camp too. For a lot of our kids, especially in Lynn, if they don't focus on their schoolwork from June until September, they potentially could be 3 months behind other students. So our goal is always to position our kids so when they go back to school or when there's time out of school, that we're still focusing on education. So the camp is something where, in past pre-COVID, we would have 250 kids up there. This year, we only have 60 kids per week because of some of the restrictions. But I mean, it's a fantastic place. A lot of our kids don't necessarily go on vacation every year. And we want them to experience a vacation resort type of experience so they can get, take some time out of the city and be exposed to nature and things that they might not have if they didn't have that camp experience, friendship, memories, right, and learning. And the biggest thing is making sure that everyone learns how to swim, right? That's our key. So they get a great camp experience. They get some education piece. They learn some skills. They network. they have friendships, they're building memories, and it's just a fantastic place. The Creighton family donated that plot of land in the 1950s with that in mind, to make sure that the inner city children have the ability to enjoy the summer.
Yeah, that's amazing. I'd love to hear what you guys are, what's going on right now with the COVID, and the Lynn City schools are remote right now, or planning to be remote this fall. So what are the Boys and Girls Club planning on doing?
Superintendent Tutwiler has done a fantastic job of keeping in communication with all nonprofits, especially us. I mean, for the Boys and Girls Club and the amount of kids that we see during the course of the year, it was important that him and I are on the same page as far as making sure that when the children are not in school, and this happens, we were always, when the kids are not in school, we're going to be here. It just happened to be from 2 o'clock to 9 p.m. This year, we're going to be open 7:30 in the morning to 4 o'clock. We'll have some learning hubs, as it were, breaking up kids into like 8 to 10 kids per room. And we'll be getting we're hoping to get some help from the school department to bring in some peer mentors, as well as some volunteers and our regular staff anyway, to make sure that the kids are really focusing on their schoolwork during the times that is necessary, basically from that 8 to 2 p.m. So we're going to be open 7:30 to 4, 7:38 will be drop off, 3:30 to 4 will be pick up. We'll be really focusing on the schools from 8 until 1:30, and then we'll be doing our Boys and Girls Club programming from 1:30 to 4. It's something different. Obviously, the staff have done a great job preparing and educating the parents about what we're trying to do, and we were always recreation, education type of 50-50 split, but right now 75% education built, and then we're going to try to make sure the kids get some exercise and get their bodies moving in a safe way. So it's a change for us, but we're excited to take that challenge. We usually see 500 kids, during the school time in this building. We're going to be about 100, so about 20% of our, what our occupancy usually is, with a lot of focus on cleanliness and making sure that the building's safe, and it's, the air systems are working properly to make sure that we get good airflow. And we have 2 custodians now that will be continually on from 7:30 to 4 o'clock to make sure everything's clean and sanitized. Mask will be wear. But the kids need us, right? I mean, right in our mission, it's always like the kids who need us the most. That's directly in our mission. And right now, the kids, the city of Lynn, their families need us the most right now. So we're going to be open full days.
Now, is your enrollment totally full right now? I know you said it's a very less amount of kids that you guys are servicing because of the restrictions.
Yeah, so the first day we opened up, we were 50%, filled up. Yep. So, the last couple of days they're coming as word gets out there. There is some unknown from parents still, right there. Right. There's a safety factor, and there's a trust to make sure that we are doing everything. So the word of mouth is getting out there. They're going to see our fantastic building, right? They know that we have a caring staff. And once that all gets together, we'll fill up. So right now we do have about 25 slots available. They're coming quick. But that's, we don't start till the 21st. So, I mean, we'll be full, and we'll have a waiting list, unfortunately. For some of the families, we'll figure out a way, as the restrictions maybe lessen, we can add some more. But yeah, we anticipate, having a 50 to 75 person wait list. And we're going to figure out something to accommodate their needs as well.
What is the best way for people to get in touch with you and your staff? Is there
so right now, just go right to the website, right? BGCL Boys Girls Club Lynn, www.bgcl.org. You can also go right down to 25 North Common Street, right downtown. We always have our full-time membership coordinator there ready to give a tour as well as handouts. So go right downtown anytime between 8 a.m. to, I think we're at 4:30. But if you just go right onto the website, all the information is there.
Great. And we'll post that information as well. I also want to just mention to follow you guys on social media, because you're always keeping people up to date on your renovation. And I think that's always such a cool way to watch the progress.
Yeah, absolutely. It's something that was much needed. The families are very excited. The kids are obviously very excited, the staff, and, you know, the board of directors, as well as some key donors as well, you know, city officials and some community leaders recognized that we needed to make a significant impact on the kids. If they want to have a bright future, right, we got to make sure that we prepare them correctly, and to have a clean, fun facility is number one. And then we already had the caring staff. You know, that staff is second to none. They're probably the best around. So we're very fortunate. The families are very fortunate, and the kids are going to love it. So excited.
I'd love to talk also about funding and your fundraisers that are typically, I want to say it was last fall. So what's your plan for this fall?
Yeah, so, you know, historically, right, we usually have something in October, which we are. We generate close to $250,000, and then we net about 160, 170. And that really just directly goes right back into the operation. So $170,000 is on the table right now that we are going to do our best to get to that number. We always recognize people from the community, whether, you know, a Hall of Fame, Commitment to Youth, Board Member of the Year. We do a Helping Hands Award, which is a business leader, as you know, and we bring these people together to recognize their efforts. And what they do is they make sure that we are always in the light in the city. So it recognizes them for their effort, but then their family and friends understand more about the Boys and Girls Club. So it's always a win-win for everybody. And you know, so this year we're still going to do the awards. It's just not going to be at the Davenport Yacht Club. We do have some, you know, we got a great committee of board members, and the Brendan Ward and Al DiVigilio, as well as Joe Shinatico as the chair people of this committee. And they have some fantastic ideas to keep everyone engaged, as well as trying to raise some money. So, you know, we have a game plan. The committee is like determined to get to that number, because if we don't, then obviously our budget's so tight, you know, then it could impact some of our future plans. So the board really has a mission, and they're excited about it, and they kind of get excited about this challenge to say, can we get to the same number even with, you know, what's against us? So we're excited. October 29th is the day. It's going to be about a 90-minute, you know, thing. We're going to have some guest speakers, as well as the awards, and then we're going to try to raise some money. So you're going to start seeing, there's some pretty cool stuff. You're going to start seeing some advertising of how this night's going to roll out. Hopefully people get excited. There might be some yoga classes, some sumo wrestling, I think they're doing, you know, how they get this stuff. So, I mean, it's going to be pretty cool how everything works out. So
that's awesome. That's great. Well, we'll keep an eye out for that. And of course, the chamber will promote it. You guys have been great members and always supporting us, and we want to support you as well. So thank you so much.
You guys have been great, and I really appreciate it. You were one of the first people to take the tour during so, you know, that means a lot. You know, what I see too is like the chamber and any type of business, nonprofit or for-profit, they have to have a good relationship with the chamber. And the fact that you were able to take time out of your day to come visit, that means a lot to us. And you always put us in the forefront. So thank you. And you guys do a great job over there as well. So we appreciate it.
Thank you, Brian. And thank you to your whole team. I know that, you know, you're the face of the organization, but there's so many people behind you and supporting you. So thank you to your whole team. And if there's anything else you'd love to talk about the Boys and Girls Club, please, this is your little time right before we end.
No, I think it's important to recognize everyone who was able to support our renovation project, and so thank you. You know, there's a lot of lead gifts. You know, you have the DeMarcus family that came in, the Gerondas Foundation, Amelia Peabody, Mike Conway, and Phyllis Conway came through. The Eulis brothers, as well as Nick Menino, you know, just the tax credits that came from MHIC, like it all came together. And if you don't have those lead gifts, then how can anyone else get excited about? And, you know, we're very fortunate. Eastern Bank is another one that, you know, came in with a significant donation. So when you start talking about, you know, hundreds of thousands of dollars for a $7 million project, it helps. But then, you know, everybody else who comes to our events, whether they send a kid to camp, back a kid, you know, we're just lucky. You know, almost every day we open up the mail and there's somebody that wants to recognize our efforts, or at least say, hey, you know what, I talked to a family and they go to the Boys and Girls Club and I want to sponsor them. I mean, this is the only way that we can continue to make progress. One of the greatest things is our Youth of the Year was in a competition, which is, so 42 Boys and Girls Clubs, they go to the Youth of the Year and he wins the states, right?
Wow.
So, yeah, Massachusetts state winner from Lynn, right? I mean, this is what it's about. And if we didn't have the support over the last 2 years, you know, would he still be the Youth of the Year? You know, there's no guarantee.
Right.
But, you know, he went to a trip to New York where everyone sponsored, you know, that got his mental and social well-being, right? We supported him during the school. He learned English when he was younger, 9, 10, 11 years old, here at the club. And our staff actually learned Spanish from him as they were teaching each other. But, you know, he was able to get $35,000 towards his college. He's going to Tufts University. So, I mean, this is the type of stories that if people don't get behind us, probably doesn't happen. But because of the support and the love that we're getting from so many individual families and foundations, we're able to tell those types of stories.
Yeah.
So he's actually leaving next week, next Thursday and Friday, and he's we're proud of him. His family is just so excited because he's living that dream, and the Boys and Girls Club had a major impact on him getting there. So, you know, donors, board members, staff, I mean, it was an organizational win.
Yeah.
So if I can end it like that, like we just got to keep on
Yeah.
getting people to support us, and I can promise you our staff, as well as myself, will do the best to make sure the kids are safe, they're having fun, but they're learning and they have a future. So
That's awesome. Thank you so much, Brian.
thank you.
And we really appreciate you and what you do for the community of Lynn. So thank you so much.
Thank you for your time. I appreciate it. Have a great day.
Thank you, Brian.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.